Hi, my name is Paul Lawitzki, and I'm a programmer and game designer at Chasing Carrots. We are a small indie game studio from Stuttgart, Germany. We've been around for 13 years, and our latest game is Halls of Torment, which was also made in Godot. Well, it's a long story, actually. As I said, we've been around for quite a while. We've used a lot of engines in the past for our previous games. We also had our gripes with them and our problems. So we were starting looking around in different spaces. And basically what we were looking out for was a non-evil option like Blender, but in the game engine space. By the way, we are organizing the Global Game Jam here in Stuttgart every year. We saw one team using Godot for their game, and we were impressed by what they were able to achieve with it. And we started using it for our own indie games. And at some point, we grew so comfortable with it that we decided to make our first commercial game with Godot. There are a lot of things that are good for us regarding Godot. First biggest point is that it's open source, and we are able to change it to our liking without any legal stuff or anything. We have a huge community. Godot has a great documentation. It's very important for developers like us, or in general for development, to have a very good documentation. So that was a big plus for us as well. The commercial engines we used in the past, they were focusing on marketing effective, new, flashy features. And they sort of neglected like the basic foundational stuff that you use, the basic things that you need to make a game. And with Godot, we can be sure that these things are in order because the developers and contributors and also the Godot Foundation and the maintainers, they take care of that the groundwork is working in a solid way. We have had issues with other engines where we couldn't fix a problem or we couldn't find a workaround because the engine was closed source. There was no way for us to fix certain bugs. We had to wait for an update. And with Godot, it's like, okay, we can look into the code ourselves and we can contribute actually a fix for the problem we have that probably other people have too. Or we can see if there is already a pull request and pull it into our source code. So this is like a very strong point for us to use Godot. During GodotCon in Munich in 2023, we met a couple of people from the Godot Foundation and also W4 Games. We got talking and they mentioned to us that they have this console beta program, right? And that piqued our interest. We were like, oh, okay, that's interesting. They were excited to get us on board on the beta program. We've been approached a lot by players of Halls of Torment and asked, hey, when will Halls of Torment be released on the Switch? Because the Switch feels like the perfect platform for the game. And we were like, okay, cool. Let's try it out. Let's get into this beta program. We are super happy to be the guinea pigs. We realize that it's going to be very experimental. We don't have any problem with that because we want also do our part in bringing the Godot ecosystem forward. And W4 Games is a very important entity for us, not only for us, but for all of Godot development, because they opened the doors for smaller indies to get actually on those console platforms that were blocked off for them before. Before that, it wasn't really possible to release your Godot game on Switch or on Xbox or on PS5. So that was like very exciting for us. We are working very closely together to get Halls of Torment working properly on the Switch. Yeah, it's really cool to see how this goes. And the current state is that Halls of Torment is not only working on the Switch, but also on the Xbox. We got it running like in no time on Xbox. We are looking forward to see the game popping up there. Yeah, that's the exciting part.